Hey there and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a problem that, let's be honest, drives every automation developer crazy: brittle tests. I'm going to show you two super powerful CSS selector strategies that'll make your scripts way more reliable, so you can spend less time fixing stuff and more time actually building.
You know the feeling, right? You build this absolutely perfect automation script. You're so proud of it, it's running great, and then boom, some tiny little change on the website and the whole thing just falls apart. It is so frustrating, especially when you're dealing with those elements that just seem to change their minds every single time you load the page.
And right at the heart of all that frustration is what we call the dynamic element problem. Seriously, trying to pin down these shifting, changing elements is probably one of the biggest headaches in all of automation. But hey, don't worry, we're about to learn a fantastic strategy to finally conquer it. And because this is such a common roadblock, you run into it all the time, mastering the right way to select things is absolutely crucial if you want to build tests that actually last. So let's dive in and look at the tools that are going to help you do just that. All right, so how do we actually solve this thing? Well, let's meet the two main heroes of our story today. They are two CSS combinators, and you can think of them like a super-powered GPS for navigating a web page's structure. They help us find exactly what we're looking for every single time. Okay, so on one side, you've got the direct child selector. Think of this as your precision tool, your laser scalpel. And on the other side, we've got the descendant selector. This one's all about broad reach. It's like casting a giant net. The biggest difference between them is just their scope. One's for super focused work, the other's for grabbing everything. All right, let's get our hands dirty with the first tool. We're talking about the direct child selector, and you'll know it when you see it. It's just that simple greater than symbol. The syntax? It's so simple. You'll love it. It's just parent, greater than, child. That little greater than sign in the middle, that's the combinator. And it's basically shouting at the browser, hey, I only want the elements that are the direct, immediate children of this parent. I don't want the grandkids. I don't want any distant cousins. Just the kids. And building one of these is a super simple 1, 2, 3 process. First, you find a unique parent element, something stable that isn't going to change, like an element with a specific ID. Then, step 2, you just pop in that greater than symbol. And finally, you tell it what kind of direct child you're actually looking for. Easy as that. So when we do that, what happens? Well, this selector goes and finds all the option elements that are direct children of our select element. And the precision here is absolutely key. If there were other option tags buried deeper inside some other element, this selector would just walk right past them. It only cares about the immediate family. And that's really the main thing you need to remember about the direct child selector. It can't, and it won't, find matching elements that aren't right there, one level down. Its true power is in that strict, totally predictable precision. Okay, so we've got precision down. Now let's talk about its more powerful, much more far-reaching cousin, the descendant selector. And you're going to laugh. Its symbol? It's just a space. Yep, a simple space. So the syntax here is just parent, space, child. That little space tells the browser something completely different. It says, hey, go find me every single matching element inside this parent, and I don't care how deep you have to dig. We're talking children, grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, the whole family tree. Remember that wide net we talked about? This is it. This is the selector you use when you need to cast that net. So if you want to find, say, every single link inside the main body of a blog post, no matter where it is, this is the tool you're going to reach for sure. Okay, theory is great, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, I think it's time for a little showdown. We're going to put these two selectors head-to-head on the exact same web form and see who finds what. So here's our challenge. We've got this form. Its ID is org form, and our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to find all the div elements inside of it. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, let's see how our two different tools handle the job. First up to the plate is our precision tool, the direct child selector. We're going to ask it to find only the divs that are immediate children of the form. Go ahead, take a guess. How many do you think it's going to find? And the answer is 7, just 7. See, it only found the divs that are directly attached to that main form element. It completely ignored any other divs that were nested deeper inside. Okay, round 2. Now we're going to unleash the descendant selector. And remember, this is the one that looks for all children and subchildren. Let's see what this one comes back with. Whoa, look at that, 14. It found literally double the number of elements. So what happened? Well, it found those first 7 direct children. But then it kept on digging, and it found another 7 divs that were nested way deeper inside the form structure.
And this just illustrates the difference so perfectly, doesn't it? This simple chart says it all. The descendant selector found twice as many because its search was, well, exhaustive. It went through every single level of the form. It's exactly like we said. One is for a targeted strike, the other is for a full sweep. So the really crucial thing here is knowing when to use which one. This isn't just some neat little trick, you guys. This is a legitimate superpower that can make your automation scripts practically unbreakable when the UI changes. So here's your takeaway, your cheat sheet. Use the direct child, the greater than sign, for precision. It's absolutely perfect when you have a stable parent and you need to grab a child right underneath it, whose own attributes might be kind of flaky or dynamic. Then use the descendant, the space, for reach. That's your go-to when you just need to find all instances of something inside a bigger container and you don't care where they are. And that pretty much wraps it up. You now have 2 incredibly powerful tools in your CSS selector toolbox. So the only real question left is, which one of those super frustrating dynamic elements in your own project are you going to go out and conquer first? Thanks for tuning in.